Twelfth Night, a Rap-A-Dap-Tation. Act 1, Scene 1, the Duke's Palace.
12th night, 12th night, 12th night, oh yes. Love, power, and disguise to the greatest excess. Viola thinks her brother's dead, he thinks the same of she. And by the second scene, she will dress up like a he. Cesario's her new name, she thinks she'll be protected. But Shakespeare makes us wait 5 acts until she is detected. Duke Orsino needs a page, Viola plays the role. To woo Olivia from him, the Duke's jewels to extol. The lady swears she'll mourn for years because her brother's dead. But that falls flat, she makes a pass to turn the page instead. Viola is in love as well, but not her master's choice. She cannot say, she cannot use her voice. Is it love both women feel, or could it just be lust? Another 12th night theme, write it down if you must. Orsino says, Cesario, to Olivia, take this ring. But when she meets her, Olivia's heart goes ding, ding, ding. She forgets all about her dear departed brother and has eyes for a disguised Viola and no other. Stop, this fool has said too much too soon. The play begins, here comes the Duke to sense he is immune.
If music be the food of love, play on. Give me so much of it that overfull, the appetite may sicken and die. That strain again. Oh, it came over my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough, no more.
No more? You just said play on.
It is not so sweet now as it was before.
A waste of my effort.
Though the spirit of love is as wide and deep as the sea, yet whatever falls into it, no matter how valuable or lofty, becomes worthless in a moment.
Worthless in a moment?
Yes, worthless in a moment. There is no salvation. Love's full of imagination, but moves from pure elation, transforms to mere vexation, then to plain damnation, till it overflows with fantasies and utter frustration. First he says he wants so much love, it sickens. Then love's worthless when the plot thickens. Then he can't get love out of his mind. I think this guy's conflicted towards womankind. Valentine. Quickly now, what news from Lady Olivia? Did you catch the guy's name?
I did.
It's Valentine, a symbol for the play's lonely heart's line.
Might be.
Apologies, my lord, I was not allowed in. A handmaid Maria called Maya for the sin. The lady won't see you, and you can't send a mail. Like a nun in a cloister, she wears a dark veil. She won't see the sky for another 7 years, while she mourns for her brother with cold, sad tears. Why pay this debt of love, but to a brother, when she can call me her significant other? When I show her my passion, my brains, my affection, she'll come round and I'll know her perfection.
End of scene. Act 1, Scene 2, the Seacoast.
Meet Viola, our heroine. She's quite the classic beauty, and the captain of their capsized ship, he always does his duty.
What country, friends, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in paradise. By chance, he is not drowned. What do you think, Captain?
Well, it is by chance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother. And so by chance may he be.
Chance, chance, chance. Shakespeare doesn't use a word by chance.
That's true.
Chance, chance, chance. Take note, another theme, perchance.
It might be.
True, madam. And so, to comfort you with this timely chance, assure yourself when our ship split, I took a sideways glance and saw your brother bind himself to a strong mast on the sea, and saw him hold the waves' acquaintance as long as I could see.
Thank you, sir, for hope he's still alive. But where are we and how do we survive?
I was born and bred near here. How's that for a fluke? Not 3 hours travel from the palace of the Duke.
About this Duke, tell me what you can. I've heard he's quite a ladies' man.
Yes, the very same. He may give up his nighttime haunts. It's widely known he gets what he wants. A bachelor now, but rumor is spreading that fair Olivia he might be wedding. Her virtuous maid, the daughter of a count, who died 12 months ago, at least by my account. Then her brother died and brought the maid to tears. She renounced the company of men for 7 years.
Oh, if I could only serve that lady until the time is right for me to reveal my own affairs.
Oh, that would be impossible, because she will admit no kind of suit, not even the Duke's.
I need a disguise to carry forth my intention. Conceal me, Captain, with a clever invention. If I cannot serve the lady, I'll serve the Duke.
Count on me, Viola, you will not feel rebuke. I'll present you to him as a boy who can sing with a voice melodious fit for a king.
End of scene. Act 1, Scene 3, Olivia's house.
Speaking of Olivia, now we're right here in her house. Here's her maid Maria and her uncle Toby belch a souse.
What a plague my niece has inflicted upon herself, to take the death of her brother in such a fashion. I am sure care and responsibilities are enemies to life.
Sir Toby, really, you must come home earlier at night. Your niece, my lady, takes great exceptions to your late hours. You must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? Why, I'm doing fine. My clothes are good enough to drink and my boots are good in mud to sink in. And if not, I don't care. They're mine.
Such cavorting and drinking put you in a stupor. You must not spend time with that salsa suitor. I heard my lady complaining just last night of your drunken brawls with that foolish knight.
Sir Andrew Aguacheek?
Aye, he's the one.
He's as good a man as any in Illyria.
I doubt that to be true.
He gets 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but he's a fool and recklessly extravagant.
Maria, you're being unfair. He plays 2 instruments with skill and flair, and speaks 3 languages, word for word, with handsome visage, and sings like a bird.
He's a groveler, a quarreler, and a great fool. Thank God he's a coward or he'd die in a duel.
Sir Andrew Aguacheek, well, he may be weak, but he keeps me in ducats every week.
People say he gets sloshed every night too, and who drinks with him? None other than you.
With drinking health to my niece, I'll drink to her as long as there is a passage in my throat, and drink in Illyria. Watch your tongue, wench, and keep a straight face, for here comes Sir Andrew Aguacheek.
Yes, here comes that poser, Sir Andrew Aguacheek. He loves to drink and recite faux Greek.
Sir Toby, I think I shall ride home tomorrow.
Dangerous words Sir Andrew spoke, but he cannot leave or I'll go broke. I must encourage him to woo, let the shameless begging accrue. My dearest friend, this is not the time to depart. I speak about the passion in Olivia's heart. She holds you dear, you may have a chance to win the lady in a courtly dance. I could shout a more from a tree. It's 4-1, she'll have none of me. The Duke himself has had no luck, and she called me a drunken cluck. She'll have none of the Duke. He can't match her rank. She'll have none of the Duke. On that you can bank. So you know you're a champion to all you've met. Yes, Sir Andrew, there's a chance for you yet. A chance for you yet. There's that word again, chance. Put that in your pipe as you watch these 2 dance.
I'll stay a month longer. I do delight in courtly entertainments.
Are you good at parties?
As good as any man in Illyria.
What is your ability with a quick and lively dance?
The constitution of my legs and thighs is superb.
End of scene.
Act 1, Scene 4, The Duke's Palace.
From the constitution of his legs and his thighs to the bow's fabrication, a woman in disguise. Viola becomes Cesario, but she isn't trans. She just changed the costume to that of a man.
If the Duke continues these favors toward you, Cesario, it is likely you will be much advanced. He has known you only 3 days, and already you are not a stranger.
I thank you, Valentine. Look, here comes the Duke.
Cesario, you know everything about me. Therefore, good youth, journey to Olivia at once. Do not be denied entrance.
Yes, my lord.
Prosper well in this, my lad.
I'll do my best to woo your lady.
Though it fills my heart with strife, I will have for my lord, yet I wish to be his wife.
End of scene. Act 1, Scene 5, Olivia's house.
Tell me where you have been, or my lady will hang you for your absence.
He who is well hung in this world has nothing to fear.
You are bold to speak in this way. You will be banished. Is that not just the same as a hanging to you?
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage. And as for sending me away, if I have to go, I hope it's good weather.
Peace, you rogue. No more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely if you know what's good for you.
Wit be at your best. Good fooling often rules. Those wits who think they have you very oft prove fools. Although I lack your trust, you will soon admit, better a witty fool than a foolish wit. Better a witty fool than a foolish wit.
May God bless you, my lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellows? Take away the lady.
Go away. You are a dry fool. This has you grow tiresome.
Tiresome, tiresome. What a tired phrase. A dry fool is a crown jewel who can dazzle and amaze. What you believe is true is truly an illusion. I can show you that your fine words are only a delusion.
Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you are a fool.
Can you do it?
Expertly, good Madonna. Why do you mourn?
Good fool. For my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
You are more the fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen.
What do you think of this fool, Malvolio?
An opinion from Malvolio, the steward. It's like hearing from a horse who just manured. Listen to the history of this tool. He tramps all over the golden rule. He does unto others in the most unfair way and climbs above his station every day. The fool is naive, unworldly and green, stubborn, selfish, cynical and mean. I don't understand him, he's very rude. Chuck him out, you have me, brilliant and shrewd.
Sir Toby will swear that I am not a clever fox, but he will not give his word for money that you are no fool.
What is your comment to that, Malvolio?
He pontificates this and confuses all issues, making sense only to those who listen. I listen not, for I have no time for empty-headed rascals.
If you were generous, innocent, and good-natured, you wouldn't get upset by what the fool says. You take life as a molehill that you insist to be a mountain.
Bingo!
Madam, there is a young gentleman at the gate. He desires to speak with you.
From the Duke Orsino, is he?
I do not know, madam. He is a fair young man and very well attended.
Who of my people hold him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but gibberish. You go, Malvolio. If it is a suit from the Duke, I'm sick. Or not at home. Say whatever is necessary to dismiss him. You have proven your worth.
Thank you, my lady. A fool without wisdom and intelligence is a fool without a brain. Ah, here comes your kinsman, who fits the bill of a brainless fool.
Half drunk as usual. Who is at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman. What gentleman?
A gentleman. A plague on that pickled herring.
Uncle, how have you come so early by this lack of sense, this lethargy?
Lechery? I defy lechery.
Madam, the young man swears he will speak with you. I said you were sick, but that simply won't do. Perhaps he is thick, but he won't take the clue. I said you were sleeping, and he knew that too. Nothing moves him, not threat of arrest or trial. The lad's fortified against any denial.
How old is he? And what is his nature?
He is between boy and man. He is very good looking and speaks very high pitched. One would think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Seems very young, quite good looking too. Could Olivia feel love cooking anew?
Let him approach. Maria, give me my veil. Come, throw it over my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy.
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty.
Are you an actor?
No, my profound heart. Yet by the very fangs of malice, I am not who I play.
I am not who I play. I am not who I play. What better 6 words to sum up this play?
Are you the lady of the house?
I am.
My words are peaceful, from the Duke himself.
Who are you? What do you want?
I can assure you, your virginity, chastity, and purity are not in jeopardy.
Virginity, chastity, purity, and no sin. Now let this pure, sinless dialogue begin.
To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To keep up with this metaphor, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. You see, sir, this is who I really am. Is it not well done?
Excellently done, if God did it all.
The colors are fast. They will not wash out. They will endure wind and weather.
Nature's own sweet and cunning hand has truly blended a beauty.
Were you sent here to praise me?
My Lord and Master loves you.
How does he love me?
With adoration, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love with sighs of fire.
With groans that thunder love and sighs of fire that makes even me quake with desire.
Your Lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. He might have taken his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial, I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
What would you do?
I'd make a willow carving at your gate and call upon my soul within this light. Write songs of love, not songs of hate, and sing them even in the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberate hills and make that bobbing gossip of the air. Cry out, Olivia, you give me chills. Take pity on me, my love, thou art so fair.
You might do as much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Return to your Lord, I do not love him. I desire that we better strangers. Let him send no more unless by chance you come again, in spite of the dangers.
Ah, did you hear that word? It opens a crack. Unless by chance she said you'd like to come back.
Good luck to you. Thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I am not a paid messenger, lady. Keep your purse. Farewell, fair cruelty.
Your speech, your face, your body, actions, and spirit do give you the coat of arms denoting of a gentleman. Not too fast. Easy. Easy. Malvolio?
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after the messenger, the Duke's young man. He left his ring behind, find him if you can. Desire am not a flat, is Lord with expectation. I'm not for him or his expected domination. Give him back this jewel, I don't care what this world. We are not a match if you were the only man on earth. But as the years to come again to travel to my land, I'll give him grounds for my decision, he will understand.
Hurry, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
Do I know and fear to find my eyes too great a flatter for my mind? Face show your false yourselves we do not own. What is discreet must be, and now the seed is sown.
Good day to you, Sir Andrew.
Good day to you, Valentine.
What brings you to the house of Lady Olivia?
I am looking for her uncle, Sir Toby Belch. What brings you to this house, pray tell?
The Duke, my master, wishes to wed Olivia and sends his new manservant to woo her. I am here to attend him.
Indeed. Lady Olivia is in mourning for 7 years.
My master believes his passion will put aside her need for celibacy.
What do you think of your master, Valentine?
He is handsome as a god and alluring, as is Cesario, his servant, who is young as a budding rose.
I know what you mean, Valentine.
Forgive me, my lord. Forget what I said.
There is nothing either good nor bad, but thinking makes it so.
I must be off. Things to do, places to see, people to meet.
End of scene. Act 2, Scene 1, the seacoast.
The setting, the seacoast, where Viola's brother washes up safe on shore thanks to another. Antonio steadfast, most loyal and true. Though he's got a past, and that past is past due.
If you will stay no longer, allow me to go with you.
I must insist you leave me to bear my evils alone.
At least confide in me as to where you are bound.
The journey I have determined is mere wandering. My name is Sebastian. My father was Sebastian of Messina in Sicily, of whom I know you have heard. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born within an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, we would have so ended in the same manner. But you, sir, altered that and took me from the waves of the sea. Alas, my poor sister was drowned.
Alas, the day.
Oh, good Antonio, you must forgive me for causing you trouble.
If you appreciate my devotion, let me be your servant.
I am bound to Duke Orsino's court.
I have enemies in Orsino's court and can't be seen. Arrest in jail will be my lot. My slate remains unclean. The better part of valor is discretion, but cowardly behavior brings depression. Come what may, I will follow you, loyal and devoted. I accept all the danger, myself I have outvoted.
End of scene. Act 2, Scene 2, a street.
Were you not just with the Countess Olivia?
A moment ago, sir. At a moderate pace, I have just arrived here.
She returns this ring to you, sir. She adds that you should inform your lord of the certainty that there is no hope. Do not return again to present his affairs unless it is to report your lord's taking of my lady's word.
She took the ring from me. I'll not take it back.
Come, sir. You arrogantly threw it at her, and her will is it should be returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies.
I left no ring with her, what is the lady's meaning? But fortune, my appearance has had my way leaning. She's that's a mind, but mistaken and dotes on me. I ain't treat her for my master, she describes my plea. I look a man, but desperate for my master's love. And Olivia wants to own me, I'm her dove. Oh, time, you must untangle this. Know that it is too hard a knot for me to untie.
End of scene. Act 2, Scene 3, Olivia's house.
Come on, Sir Andrew, the night is young. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man dull.
As a scholar, you rate with a deep and wise saying, and I do prefer eating, drinking, and laying. Malvolio's nose is a pebble. It matches the brain in his head. He snorts like a shrill, reedy treble. Like a lemming, he's easily led.
Why, this is the best fooling.
Maria, Maria, here comes your sweetheart, Maria.
I serve thee with my heart and fall before thee.
What kind of howling and screeching is going on here? If my lady has not called up her steward Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, I'll be very surprised.
Pull up a seat, my lady, we're on a spree. Malvolio's a woman, and 3 merry men are we. Or 2 merry men and 1 merry fool, or 2 foolish men and 1 stubborn mule. Bad luck, take me, the night's an admirable fooling. Methinks I hear Malvolio, I can tell by his drooling. He drools while rebuking and spouting out lies. It's time to chastise him for all that he plies. You must be demented, sirs. Do you not have a clue? Have you no wit or manners? You gabble like a shrew. Why cavort and make an alehouse of my lady's home? Your ranting sounds like the Visigoths sacking Rome. I say again, are you mad if you caught the mage? Your days are numbered if your behavior does not change.
Mad? Mad? On the contrary, we're all quite jolly.
Sir Toby, I must be direct with you. Comeuppance for your misbehaviors now do. My lady does harbor you as her kin, but no longer can she tolerate your churlish din. If you can't convert from your wicked ways, you can stay in this house for the rest of your days. But if you don't put down this infidel, she bids you both leave and waves you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, since soon I shall be gone.
Thank God for that, you sodden-witted lord. You have no more brain than I have in my elbows. Your demise will be celebrated as your finest hour. You fill too much space that can be used for more virtuous amusements.
No, good Sir Toby.
His eyes do show his joy has all been spun. No great loss, what's done is done. But I will never die. So Toby, there you lie. Your end is nearest for the best. You truly deserve a permanent rest. It's time to bid you all adieu. We feel such sadness losing you. A man who brought us all to tears with pranks and laughter, jokes and jeers. Not with the ground he lies upon. I shall be glad when he's gone. Good Sir Toby, please no more. It's time to get up off the floor.
You have shown your true colors, Malvolio. Are you anything more than a steward? Do you think because you are virtuous, there shall be no more cakes and ale?
Yes, by Saint Anne. And you shall have red peppers stuffed in your mouth.
A jug of wine, Maria.
Mistress Maria, if you prize my lady's favor and fear her contempt, you will not provide means for this disorderly conduct. She shall know of it at once.
Go soak your head.
He tried his best to make a fool of you.
The nerve. I'll challenge him, I will.
Please, sweet Sir Toby, patience tonight. I've a plan up my sleeve to make things right. Since that youth was today seen with my lady, she's in a bad humor. La Sunny will shady. That rooster Malvolio will laugh at and mock, cause the shoe will be on the other side.
You heard what she said.
Inform us. Tell us something about him.
Pompous, a stuck-up peacock, tries to stand apart. Utters affectation, tries to act smart. His attitude is uncouth, his goal, to make us his minions. But I will revenge this dolt and stomp on his opinions.
What will you do?
I will write him a love letter to look like it came from your niece. He'll read it and feel much better. His heart will beat with no surcease.
Excellent. I smell a strategy.
I have it in my nose, too.
He will think by the letter that you drop that they come from my niece and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse will now make him an ass.
I do not doubt it. And now to bed and dream of the event. Farewell.
Good night, my Amazon queen. Good night.
Indeed, she is a good wench.
But she does quite often drive me to drink.
But you do drink, Sir Toby.
More. To drink more. By the way, you had better send for more money.
I have wasted a lot of money already.
Send for money, knight. You will win my niece and have more money by 10. How your coffers will increase.
The money sounds appealing, but I'm not attracted to marriage.
Once wed, you can do as you like, and women will fall at your feet. With status and wealth, your choices are bountiful.
I am drawn in two directions and win and lose on both roads.
Come. It's too late to go to bed now.
We'll have some sweet and warm Spanish wine, and with our drink discuss our crime.
End of scene. Act 2, Scene 4, the Duke's Palace.
Here comes a cringe-worthy scene, just know it. Viola loves the Duke, but cannot show it. She cannot show it or she would blow it. Can her emotions be slowed and ruled by wit?
Good Cesario, that piece of song, that old and antique song we heard last night. Come, but let me hear but one verse.
He is not here, so please, your lordship, who should sing it?
Who was it?
Fester the jester, my lord, a fool who Lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He is about the house.
Stop laughing, okay? A ridiculous name. Fester the jester, it won't bring me fame. My parents were cruel to label me so. I kept it a secret, but now you know.
Seek him out. Come here, boy. If you ever shall love, in the sweet pangs of it, remember me. Can you understand my feelings?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
You speak masterly. Don't tell me that, young as you are, your eyes have found favor similar to my own.
By your favor, my lord, the same.
What kind of woman is she?
Of your complexion.
She is not worth you then. How old is she?
About your age, my lord.
Now, I don't mean to moan and complain, but his next lines are pure mansplain.
Too old, by heaven. Let the woman always take an elder than herself, so she wears well and stays high within her husband's heart. However, we do praise ourselves. Our fancies are more giddy, more longing, wavering, sooner worn than woman's.
I think you speak the truth, my lord.
Then let your love be younger than yourself, or your affection will not last. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, does fall that very hour.
Okay, the guy's a male chauvinist pig, but by Act 5 he comes close to renege. In the end, he gets it, as few men do. Times they are changing, about time too.
And so they are, alas that they are so, to die even when their perfection grows.
Once more, Cesario, make your way to that same cruel sovereign. It is the miracle of her beauty which attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir?
I cannot accept that answer.
My lord, but you must.
There is no woman who can feel the beating of so strong a passion as love gives my heart. There is no woman's heart so big to ably hold so much.
Aye, but I know.
What do you know?
Too well the love women feel for men. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter who loved a man, as it might be. Perhaps were I a woman, I should your lordship.
Awkward, awkward, awkward. Alas, poor Viola better think real fast.
And what is her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told of her love, but allowed concealment like a worm in the bud feed on her pink and white cheek. She pined in thought and with sadness and melancholy.
But did your sister die of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house and all the brothers too. And yet I do not know, do not know. Sir, shall I go to this lady?
Aye, that's my intention.
To her in haste, give her this jewel. I am the fire, she is my fuel. Don't let my desire make me a fool. I am the fire, she is my fuel. I am the fire, she is my fuel.
End of scene. Act 2, Scene 5, Olivia's garden.
Sir Toby, Sir Andrew, and Fabian, a helpful new chap, hide in Olivia's garden and wait to spring their trap. Self-centered smugness, the scene shows the clinker. Vain Malvolio falls for it hook, line, and sinker.
Fabian, you will not be glad to have the scoundrel suffer notable shame?
I would enjoy an elation and ecstasy, sir. He treats me fiercely and ferociously, sir. Insults and berates me for nothing, that's key. And says that my brain holds less thought than a flea. Takes pot shots at my clothes, he has to be caught. He's a scoundrel who knows diddly squat.
A most notable coward, an infinite and endless liar, an hourly promise breaker, the owner of not one good quality.
To anger him, we'll fool him, black and blue. Shall we not, my dear friend, Sir Andrew? If we do not accomplish what we set out to do, it will be a great pity for me and for you.
Here comes the little villain. Your health, my golden harp.
Quickly, hide yourselves well behind the evergreen. Malvolio's coming. You don't want to be seen. He's been yonder in the sun practicing behavior to his own shadow this hour like he's a new savior. Observe him closely for the love of our mocking. He will act like a pompous ass in his frocking. Quiet, my tricksters, keep your noise a trickling. For here comes a scamp, we'll teach him by tickling.
Truly my life is fortunate. I think Olivia likes me. I've heard her murmur nice murmurings, you see. Yes, I think year by year of Malvolio, she's grown fonder. Which all in all is a very sweet thought to ponder.
He's a conceited rogue.
Quiet, or we shall be revealed. Look how he struts about with his tail feathers up. Now he's carried away with himself.
After 3 months of marriage, sitting in my chair of state.
Oh, for an arrow to hit him in the eye.
calling my officers about me in my velvet gown patterned with leaves and branches, having come from a couch where I have left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone!
Silence!
And then to have the dignified manner of a statesman, and after glancing gravely from one to another, telling them I know my place, and I expect them to know theirs, to ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Bolton shackles!
Keep your voice down.
7 of my people, with an obedient start, set out for him. I frown the while, and perhaps wind up my watch. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with a severe look of authority.
And does not Sir Toby quench you right in the mouth?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortune having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech. You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab!
Patience, sir, or we ruin the power of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight. That's me, I warned you. One Sir Andrew. I knew it was I, for many do call me a fool. What have we here?
Now is the simple-minded bird near the trap.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These are her very C's, her U's, and her T's. And these exactly represent her great P's. To whom could this be addressed?
Now his goose is cooked for sure.
I may command where I adore, but silence like a suicide knife. With bloodless stroke, my heart does go. M-O-A-I does sway my life.
An easy riddle.
Excellent wench, I say.
M-O-A-I does sway my life. Now, first, let me see.
What dish of poison have you prepared for him?
Look how the hawk devours it.
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. And the end. What does the alphabetical position mean? If only I could make that resemble something in me. M-O-A-I.
He is now on a cold scent.
M. Malvolio. Why, that begins my name.
See, I told you he could work it out.
But then there follows no consistency. A should follow, but O does. And then I comes behind.
And if you had an I behind you, you might see more disparagement at your heels and fortune before you.
M-O-A-I. To change this a trifle could relate the disguise to me, for every one of these letters are in my name. To continue. In my fate I am above you, but do not be afraid of greatness. Some have greatness thrust upon them. Your fate allows you freedom. Cast aside your humble background and start fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, and arrogant with servants. Let your tongue resound arguments of state. She thus advises you who sighs for you. Remember who approved your yellow stockings, and wish to see you always cross-gartered. Be prepared to change your style of life if you wish it so. Farewell, the fortunate, unhappy.
I'll play my role with elegance, statesmanship, and grace, and bring boozers like Sir Toby into common disgrace. In my yellow stockings, I'll let my lady smile, and while my legs cross-guarded, I know her I'll beguile. I'll act distant and haughty, and to others be tight-lipped. Wait, what's this? Could it be? Olivia wrote a postscript.
You cannot help but know who I am. If you return my love, let it appear in your smiling. Therefore, in my presence, always smile, my dear sweet one.
God above, I thank you. I was smiling for Olivia. I'd wear my stockings in a pattern of argyle. Such fun for an afternoon. It will be divine to reprove the lout. There's a laugh we will enjoy as we watch this play out.
My dear minx, you have put him in such a state that when the image of it leaves him, he will turn mad.
If you wish to see the fruits of the sport, watch his first approach before my lady in court. He will come to her in yellow stockings, a color she abhors, watch her untamed mockings. And cross-gartered, a fashion she detests, he'll smile upon her, she'll be unimpressed. And laugh at his self-demolition, which will not at all suit her disposition.
Being addicted to melancholy as she is, it cannot but hold him contemptibly. If you want to be a witness, follow me.
Lead on, most excellent devil of wit. Malvolio's dropped in a well-deserved pit.
End of scene. Act 3, Scene 1, Olivia's garden.
Here we go again, once again, but not the same. Lady, I feel in love, but with a different name. I am the ball between the two, and never will I rest. He wants her, and she wants me. I'm terrified at best.
You are the Lady Olivia's fool, are you not?
No, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia has no folly. She will keep no fool, sir, until she is married. And fools are like husbands, as ponies are to horses. The husband's the bigger.
Is your lady within?
My lady is within, sir. I will inform her that you are here, who you are, and what you desire.
See this fool for what he is. He put us to the test. Uses all the moves and thoughts and then creates a gist. He labors and succeeds quite well in a wise man's art. I will admit the fool astute and he's wicked smart.
God save you, gentlemen.
And you, sir?
My niece desires that you should present yourself to her, if your trade be to her.
She is the object of my voyage.
You have returned. Will I look more favorably upon your words today?
Most excellently accomplished, lady. My message is directed only to your pregnant and willing ears.
Odors? Pregnant?
Leave us alone, all of you. Give me your hand, sir. What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir. Why disturb accepted fact? You are servant to Duke Orsino.
And he's your servant. So everything that's his must be yours too. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
If your servant's servant is your servant, but your master serves no one, does that kinship make you deserving of your master's love? What fun!
I do not want to think about Orsino.
Madam, I am here specifically to rouse your interest on his behalf.
I entreat you, I command you, never speak of him again. But if you have someone else in mind, to him I agree to speak.
I cannot come to you with silence on my lips and not exalt my master's passion for your heart. If there's no love, then these are wasteful trips. I have no reason to return once I depart. Please understand I don't condone a fling, but last time you were here after you left, I sent my servant to you with the ring. I wronged my servant you and felt bereft. I forced it on you and it was not yours. You must have been embarrassed, I'm ashamed. What must you think of me, your scorn endures? Do you see, young man, where my goal is aimed? I think I see, oh Lord, her goal is aimed at me. You have understanding, I'll say no more. A crystal, not a bosom, hides my heart. I'm weakened by emotion to my core. What words of comfort, lad, can you impart?
I pity you.
That's a degree of love.
Untrue, my lady. It is common knowledge that very often we pity our enemies.
Why then? I think it's time to smile again, or I will scare away the object of my affection. I was carried away by fantasies. Take no notes. The clock unbraids me with the waste of time. Be not afraid, good youth. I'll not seduce you. And yet, when wit and youth are come to harvest, your wife will surely reap a proper man. There lies your way, due west.
Olivia doth use a gentle touch and refuses to protest too much.
Cesario, tell me what you think of me.
You think that you are not what you are.
If that is true, I think the same as you.
And you would be correct. I am not what I am.
I wish you were as my heart dictates.
Would it be better, madam, if I were? I wish it might, for now I am only your fool.
And I am a fool too, but now I feel wise and feel for my lady and the one in disguise.
Even the look of scorn is beautiful, and the contempt and anger of his lip.
Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by my honor, my word and every true thing, I love you. In spite of all your pride, neither with no reason can my passion hide. I am at loss, at what to say. Genesis, Genesis, Genesis. Don't turn away from love of me, though it's man who act as doers. Let's throw away propriety. Why can't women be the wooers? By innocence I swear, and by my youth I have one heart, one bosom, and one true. No woman shall be mistress of my life. From me you would forever suffer strife. And so adieu, good madam, nevermore will I my master's tears to you outpour. Yet come again for you, perhaps, my dove, may move that heart which now harbors his love.
Oh, that scene gets me every time. Her disguise is not a victimless crime.
End of scene. Act 3, Scene 2, Olivia's house.
By my faith, my mind is made up. I will not remain a second longer.
Your reason for this poisoned attitude? Give your reason.
Well, I saw your niece give more favor to the Count's servant than she ever bestowed on me. I saw it in the orchard.
She showed favor to the youth in your sight, to nettle you and awaken your fight. Put fire in your heart, brimstone in your liver. Why do you not speak, your heart all a quiver? Here's a golden chance displayed at your feet to dismiss the lad with your style and heat. Opportunity lost, what I have feared. She sees you as ice on a Dutchman's beard. Redeem yourself by some act of valor, or your visage is doomed to this pallor. Perhaps, my dear friends, it is all for the best. I should leave what transpired, remain at rest.
you will lose respect, approval, admiration, and popularity.
That would not do it all for me in Illyria. What shall I do?
Challenge the Duke's youth to fight with you. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it, and assure yourself there is no matchmaker in the world who can influence man's appeal with women than a report of valor.
Will either of you carry my challenge to him?
Go and write in military style. Be vicious and brief, avoid even a smile. Taunt him with your eloquence and your wit. Insult him 4 times, you're a twit, 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 twit. Insult him 4 times, assured to offend. Pile lies on your paper, and don't dare amend.
I shall prepare for the onslaught.
He seems dear to you, Sir Toby.
I'm afraid I have been dear to him, Fabian. Some 2,000 ducats worth.
Ooh, a good reason to have him stay.
Look who's coming, the runt of the litter.
If you desire to laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. Malvolio is in yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered?
He does obey every point of the letter. Wait and watch, he does points even better. He contorts and smiles his face into more lines than maps show us roads and taverns have wines. You've never seen a more ridiculous sight. I want to attack him, my lady might, but if she does, he'll beg for more and smile.
End of scene. Act 3, Scene 3, a street.
Here's Viola's twin, Sebastian and his loyal pal. Antonio's his name, and he knows this rough locale.
On my honor, I would not have troubled you, but since you were so insistent, I will not further disapprove.
Yes, my pain on your behalf is pleasure, because your friendship I so treasure. I'd never mind whatever you do. I could not stay too far behind you. My desire is sharper than filed steel. I'd follow you through the worst ordeal.
My kind Antonio,
I can no other answer make but thanks. I pay you right now, but the last no banks. Good turns are oft ignored with worthless pay. If two cats were formed as conscious, I say you're worth a mint and I really owe you. I give you my word, you get what's due.
shall we go see the antiquities of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. It is best if we see first to your lodgings.
But I am not at all tired, and it is a long time until night. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and the famous sights that do renown this city.
Sebastian, I asked that later we meet. I can't walk these streets without danger. Once in a sea fight against the Duke's fleet, I burned some and now I'm no stranger. I pay for the damage, but memories are long. I won't be forgiven, 'twas the Duke I offended. My punishment will be severe and strong. My life is forfeit if I'm apprehended.
Then you must not be seen in the streets.
Agreed. It would be dangerous for me. Here is my money, sir. I will meet you at the Elephant and Castle.
Why are you giving me your money?
Perhaps your eye shall light upon some souvenir that you will desire to purchase. And I trust what you buy will be worthwhile, and therefore you deserve to have it.
I will be selective in my choices and promise to return within the hour.
At the Elephant and Castle.
I shall remember.
End of scene. Act 3, Scene 4, Olivia's house.
I've sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feed him? What can I give him? I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He is sad and serious, and suits well for a servant to one in mourning.
He is coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. He is surely possessed with an evil spirit, my lady.
Why? What's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. For sure, the man is crazed.
Go, call him here.
If sad and merry madness equal be, I feel that I'm just as mad as he.
How are you today, Malvolio?
Sweet lady, ho ho ho!
You're smiling? I sent for you on a sad occasion.
Sad, my lady? I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering. But what of that? If it pleases the eye of one, it pleases me.
What is the matter with you?
My mind is not blackened, although my legs are yellowed. It did come into my hands, and command shall be executed. I think we both know the sweet hand of my lady.
Do you wish to go to bed, Malvolio?
That went right to his head. To bed, frivolity reigns. Let the scene go ahead.
To bed! Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to you.
God comfort you. Why do you insist on smiling and kiss my hand so often?
Why do you appear with this ridiculous boldness before your lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. It was well written.
What do you mean by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great.
And some are just born.
Some achieve greatness.
What are you talking about?
And some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore you to your senses.
Remember who approved your yellow stockings.
Your yellow stockings?
And wish to always see you cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered?
Be prepared to change your style of life if you wish it so.
I do not wish it in the least.
If not, you may remain a mere servant.
What is this midsummer madness?
Madam, the young gentleman from the Duke Orsino has returned. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked after. Where's my Uncle Toby? Let some of my people take special care of him.
Oh ho, do you see who's coming down? There is no worse man than Sir Toby that clown. How it agrees exactly with her letter. I'll play my role well, then play it better. She said I must be stubborn with big and with small, be opposite with kingsmen, arrogant with all. And as she left, I heard her say succinctly, look after this fellow, not Malvolio distinctly, not Stewart either, but this fellow with title. Malvolio will be royal, my importance vital. Lady Olivia and Malvolio, we are a pair. I thank you, God, if you are there.
Where is he, in the name of sanity?
Here he is. How is it with you, sir? How are you feeling, man?
You may excuse yourself from my presence. Let me enjoy my privacy. Whatever you're waiting for, be off.
How disrespectful the fiend within him speaks. I told you what he was like. Sir Toby, my lady prays you to take care of him.
Aha, she does she?
Hello there, Malvolio. How are you feeling today? Listen to me, Malvolio. You must defy the devil. Pray God he is not bewitched.
And by my life, I swear it shall be done tomorrow morning. My lady would be distressed to lose his services.
No need to fret, my path is laid. I'll service her until she's made.
Oh, Lord.
Hold your tongue. This is not the way to go about it. Do you not see you upset him? Let me appeal to him alone.
Approach him with gentleness, gently, gently. The fiend is rough, but must not be roughly used. No, you be a good little chicken and chirp, chirp all your problems to understanding Uncle Toby.
Madam.
You be a good boy and come with me. It is a grave and dangerous occupation to tease the devil.
Get him to say his prayers, good Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
My prayers? You impudent woman.
There's your proof. If he cannot say the Lord's Prayer, it is indeed a suspicious sign of witchcraft.
Go hang yourselves, all of you. You are idle and shallow. I am not of your element. Time will show you my value.
If this were played upon a stage now, I could easily condemn it as an improbable fiction.
Improbable fiction, now that's quite biting. Will Shakespeare pokes fun at his own writing?
He has taken the hoax to heart and plays the role to perfection. Our plan is successful.
The house will be quiet for once.
Come, we'll put him in a dark room and tie him up. My niece is already in the belief that he's mad.
Even I think this harsh punishment for the crime of acting proud. But let's make a switch and take a break to a subplot 'twas never allowed.
Good day to you, Valentine.
Good day to you, Sir Andrew.
You have returned again to the house of Lady Olivia.
Yes, with the same plea from Duke Orsino.
I think that his boat has sailed and he must look in other directions. I have been told that I would be a proper suitor for the hand of Lady Olivia. What do you think of that, Valentine?
May I speak freely, Sir Andrew?
There is no one else about. Speak as you please.
Forgive me for being so bold. I think you too may be going in the wrong direction.
Why do you say that, Valentine?
If it is not obvious to you, I will leave it at that.
Don't leave. We may be on the same plane.
Not in this world. It is not possible.
I disagree. You must stand strong. To your own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day. You cannot then be false to any man.
Ah, Sir Andrew, you are returned.
Here's the challenge. Read it. I guarantee there is vinegar and pepper in it.
Ooh, is it so spicy?
Aye, it is, but read it. Read it.
Give it to me. Youth, whatever else you are a contemptible, despicable fellow. Do not wonder or be amazed why I call you scurvy, for I am not about to go into explanations. You solicit the attention of the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she treated you kindly, but your intentions are not honorable. That is not the manner for which I am challenging you to this duel.
Ooh, very brief and exceedingly senseless.
Good luck to you, and God have mercy upon one of our souls. Your friend, however you wish to use him, and your sworn enemy, Andrew Agrachik. If this letter cannot move him, his legs cannot. I will deliver it to him.
The proper moment is not far off. At this very second, he is discussing some business with my lady and will by and by depart.
Go, Sir Andrew. Scout around for him in the orchard as a sheriff's officer. As soon as you see him, draw your sword, and as you draw, swear horribly.
No problem for me. I'm an expert in swearing.
Not to carry forth a brilliant plan, I will not deliver this letter. Cesareo's a capable man who will notice he's got the better of a block. It'll breed disdain in the heart of this quick-witted lad. This challenge I'll state will make it so plain it will drive Cesareo mad. I'll say he's a notable knight, so their frenzied impetuosity will thrust both men into a fight. I'll scare them to death, I guarantee.
They'll kill one another just by looking.
Here he comes with your niece. Leave them alone until she departs, and then we shall immediately accost him.
I will concentrate in the meanwhile on some horrid message for a challenge.
End of scene. Act 3, Scene 5, Olivia's house.
Here, wear this jewel for me. Inside is my picture. Refuse it not, for it has no tongue to vex you. And I beg you, come again tomorrow. My honor stands unguarded at your request. Whatever you ask of me, I'll not deny.
Nothing but this. Your true love for my master.
How may I give to him which I have already given you?
I will release you from payment.
Let me think a while. Come again tomorrow. Farewell. A fiend like you may bear my soul to hell.
Your health, sir.
And yours as well.
Whatever defense you have, prepare it at once. I don't know what you did, but your enemy confronts. He's full of venom and full of other things too. Bloody as the hunter, he is there waiting for you. So release your sword and be ruthless in attack. Your assailant is sly and could stab you in the back.
I am sure no man has quarreled with me. My remembrance is clear and free. No offense done to any man, and I question any other who can.
I pray you, sir, who is he?
A gentleman knighted with his sword not dented. I'm sure that's because it's probably rented. Always our devil in no private brawls. No thought of remorse or pity for the bodies that he mauls. Determined and focused in thought and in action. Only painful death will give him satisfaction.
I'll return to the house to speak to the lady. I know men who provoke fights for reasons quite shady. They want to prove they cast urine further than me. If so, I yield to the night if you'll just let me be.
I am afraid not, sir. His indignation is born out of considerable injury. Therefore, get yourself ready and give him his desire. You shall not go back into the house, and if you insist, if you do not accept, you will have to answer to me. Now, onward, for involve yourself in this duel you must.
I beg you, do me the courtesy to communicate my offense.
I will question your opponent. Fabian, stay by this gentleman until my return.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this matter? I beg you, tell me, what kind of person is he?
He's the most bloody fighter in Hilaria. He puts opponents into blind hysteria. The truth's clear, my friend, but your life line's at an end. No promises, I'll try to tell him you're a friend.
I should be forever indebted to you, sir, if you can. I always prefer to talk it out man to man, rather than resort to arms, as I'm considered a coward. Don't care who knows, I feel being overpowered.
Why man, he's the devil, I've never seen such a fighter. Barely did he read your challenge, and his jaw got tighter. They say he has never lost, not one time in a battle. The outcome of his duels, a cold death rattle.
Pox on it. I'll not meddle with him.
Aye, but now he will not be pacified. Fabian can hardly hold him from you.
If I had known he was so cunning, I'd never have set to running my big mouth off in such a devilish way. I fear the price I'll have to pay. I'd have signed with the devil himself before I challenged the man to an unholy war. Hey, I have a way to avoid a collision course. I'll say, let's forget it, and give him my horse.
I'll make the motion. Stand here and make a good show of it, and this shall end without the destruction of souls. He has sacrificed his horse to avoid a confrontation. I have persuaded him the youth's a devil.
Cesario has horrible ideas of him, and Panson looks pale as if a bear were at his heels.
There's no remedy, sir. He will fight. He made an oath. However, he has a plan that may be agreeable to both. Since he finds he's far less angry now, just draw your sword to support his vow. He swears he will not hurt you. See?
Pray God, may you defend me, or perchance I'll reveal my plan of how much I lack of a man.
Pray God he keep his oath.
I do assure you, it is against my will.
Put up your sword. If this young gentleman has done offense, I will take his guilt upon my shoulders. If you offend him, you must answer to me.
You, sir? Why, who are you?
One, sir, who out of devotion dares not to do more than you have heard him brag to you he will do.
If you insist on meddling, direct your challenge to me.
This is the man. Antonio, I arrest you in the name of Count Orsino.
You must be mistaken, sir.
No, sir, I know your face well. Take him away.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there's no remedy. I shall pay for my crime. What will you do for me now? Out of necessity, I apologize, but I must ask you for my money. You stand amazed. We must accept fate as she appears.
Come away.
I appeal to you for some of that money.
What money, sir? My worth is not much, but I'll divide my present resources with you. Here is half my purse.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible you will not help me in my hour of need? Do not tempt my misery, or I'll be forced to remind you of the kindness I did for you.
I know of none, nor do I recognize you by voice or feature. I hate ingratitude more in a man than lying, vainness, babbling, drunkenness, or any vice whose strong corruption inhabits our frail blood.
Heaven has surely merged with hell.
Come, sir, I pray you, we must go.
Wait, this youth you see who seems hybrid. If not for me, he'd be gone and dead. I used to treat him like royalty, thought he was worthy of my loyalty.
The man grows mad. Away with him. Come, come, sir.
Lead me on.
I think his words arise from such passion that he truly believes he is not lying, and yet he is. Prove true imagination, for now I see, dear brother, that I have just been taken for you. He names Sebastian. May salvation sing. The sea has been kind. God save the king.
A very dishonest, worthless boy, and a coward as well. His dishonesty appears in leaving his friend here in necessity and denying him, and for his cowardness. Ask Fabian.
Oh, a coward? A most devout coward.
By God's eyelid, I'll after him again and beat him.
Do cuff him soundly, but never draw your sword.
I'm off.
End of scene. Act 4, Scene 1, Courtyard.
Are you trying to tell me that I was not sent to fetch you?
Leave me alone. You are a foolish fellow.
I apologize for any inconvenience, sir, that I may have caused. No, I realize now I do not know you, nor am I sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak to her. Nor is your name Master Cesario, nor is this my nose either. Nothing that is so is so.
I pray you, utter your folly somewhere else. You do not know me.
Utter my folly, he heard that from some wise man. Now tries to apply it to a fool if he can. What shall I tell my lady, you plucky youth? Procrastination is making me long in the tooth.
I pray you, foolish jester, depart from me. There is money for you, but if you tarry longer, I shall be forced to give worse payment.
Indeed, you are generous. Those wise men who give fools money buy themselves a good report, whether deserved or not.
Now, sir, have I met you again? This is for you.
Oh, and this for you again and again and again. Are you all mad?
Hold on, sir. I'll throw your dagger over the house.
Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hand? Oh, wait, that's the Scottish play. My bad, so now I will disband.
I wish only to free myself from you. If you dare to harass me further, draw your sword.
If that is your preference, agreed. I must have an ounce or two of your saucy blood.
Stop! Sir Toby, on your life, I charge you to stop.
Madam!
I can't believe my eyes, you ungracious wretch. Out of my sight. Do not be offended, dear Cesario. Ruffian, be gone!
I beg you, gentle friend, let wisdom rule, not passion. Heed him not that loud, he deserves a good head bashing. This ruffian Sir Toby is below you, not above. Oh, my soul to think he may have harmed the one I love.
From threat of death to ecstasy, from desert heat to flowing stream. Am I mad or sound asleep? If sane, then onward, blessed dream.
With heart, soul, and body, I beg you come. If only you would consent to be ruled by me.
Madam, with the greatest pleasure I will. If you say so, so shall it be.
End of scene. Act 4, Scene 2, Courtyard.
What a caper, a leg-pulling lark. With this cloak and beard, go fool and bark. Convince him you're Sir Topaz the priest. Unleash yourself from the pompous beast.
I'll put it on and disguise myself well. I hope this fooling won't land me in hell. I'm sure I must be the very first clown to attempt to mask up in such a gown. Forgive him, Father, for he knows nothing in the least. I am not tall or lean or wise enough to be a priest.
Ha! The conspirators enter.
God bless you, Master Parson.
Buenos dias, Sir Toby. So I, being Master Parson, am Master Parson. For what is that but that? And is but is. A toast to you, Sir Topaz. My son, control your sinful ways. Peace in this prison. Thorough counterfeits well. Indeed, a superior actor.
Who calls there?
Sir Topaz, the priest, who comes to visit Malvolio the lunatic.
Sir Topaz, good Sir Topaz, go to my lady.
Quiet, extravagant fiend. Such blasphemy. Do you talk of nothing but ladies?
Well said, Master Parson.
Said Topaz, never was a man so wrong. But do not think I'm crazed. They've locked me up in here in the dark. I'm angry, irate, and dazed. Ridiculous, you dishonor Satan. I call you by the most modern terms. Your behavior needs to straighten. The delusion of darkness and germs.
As sure as hell, I do not lie, Sir Topaz.
Madman, you are mistaken. As a damning log, I say there is no darkness but ignorance. You're more puzzled than the Egyptians in their fog, the ninth of the plagues of Egypt. I say this house is as dark as ignorance, and ignorance is as dark as hell. I say there was never a man more abused. My body's sound and my mind is well. Test me with questions, I'll make no denial. You find I'm sane when I'm on trial.
What is the opinion of Pythagoras concerning the wild fowl?
That the human soul after death can pass into a beast or bird.
What do you think of this opinion?
I think nobly of the soul and in no way approve his opinion.
If this be your case, you shall stay in the dark until you agree that we may be a lock. Hold Pythagoras as a bastion of truth and stay here in madness, the height of uncouth. But if you agree that you were once a crane, I may consent to consider you sane.
Farewell.
Sir Topaz, Sir Topaz.
Go to him now and speak in your own voice.
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me, how is your lady?
Fool.
Who calls? Master Malvolio.
Aye, good fool.
Alas, sir, how did you lose the full possession of your senses?
I tell you, I am as well in my wits as any man in Illyria. Good fool, some light, paper and ink, and convey what I will write down to my lady.
I will help you to accomplish your aim, but tell me the truth. Are you not indeed mad, or do you but counterfeit?
Believe me, I am not mad.
I'll never believe a madman till I see his brains.
Fool, I will reward you in the highest degree, but I pray you now, be gone.
I am gone, sir, but straight away, sir, I'll be back with you again. You must sustain your ill-filled brain and beat the devil at his own game. A madman's fight to find the light through strength swears Satan into flight as water rises to ground level. I bid adieu to you, sir devil.
End of scene. Act 4, Scene 3, Courtyard.
Am I in a dream? Could this be madness? This is the air, the sun, her pearl, such joy.
No Antonio at the inn. He found me not to my chagrin. Where's my servant? He is so wise. For me, I need him to advise. Am I now to distrust my eyes? This lady drops down from the skies. Antonio, is this a trick of fate? Good fortune, or am I just bait? Could she take back her loving words and say Sebastian's for the birds? Antonio, you are most perceptive. You know when something feels deceptive. Here, my lady, comes such bearing. This adventure gets more daring.
Do not condemn this quick case of mine. If you're sincere in your affection, go with me and this holy man now to the chapel's wedding section. Stand under the consecrated roof. Assure me of your loyalty and faith. Promise me, my dear, you'll never pull a very deadly Henry VIII. Promise my jealous and doubtful soul, we live in joy and love without control. This is sudden, you should have some space. But what time should our wedding take place?
I'll follow this good man and go with you, then having sworn truth ever will be true.
Then lead the way, good Father, and may the heavens shine, and tie our lives together forever, yours and mine.
End of scene. Act 5, Scene 1, before Olivia's house. If you value my friendship in the least, let me see his letter.
Good Master Fabian, grant me one request.
Anything.
Do not desire to see his letter.
This is to give a dog a bone and in repayment desire the gift returned.
Do you belong to the Lady Olivia, friends?
Aye, aye, sir. We are ornamental accessories in her service.
I know you well. How are you, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes, and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary, the better for your friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Well, sir, my friends praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly I am an ass, so that by my foes, sir, I profit in the knowledge of myself, and by my friends I am abused.
Excellent.
He did not get my wit, but I won't explain. My job's not to teach, but to entertain. And to prove I am worthy, you will give me some pence. Here's your reward, sir, you're not at all dense.
Here comes the man, sir, who did rescue me.
That face I do remember well, determined and bold. Captain of a vessel not worth to seize and hold. But he fought with such vigor and power, an aggressive, brutal attack until the final hour. Our hated enemy, under respect, awe, and fame. Wagging tongues of loss, we honored his name.
What now is this affair of his presence?
Orsino, this is Antonio, who took the Phoenix and her cargo from Crete. Here in the streets, utterly regardless of shame and civil behavior, in a private brawl, did we apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what it was, if not madness.
Notable pirate, you seafaring thief, what foolish boldness brought you here?
Orsino, noble sir, check off the names you give me. Never a thief or pirate, but yes, your enemy. A witchcraft drew me here with that utmost ungrateful boy. I saved him from the sea, but he turned hoi polloi. His life I gave him and my eternal devotion. Now I wish I let him drown down there in the ocean. I drew my sword to defend him when he was attacked. But when I was apprehended, did he have my back?
How can this be?
When did he come to this town?
Today, my lord. And for 3 months before, no interim, not a minute's vacancy. Both day and night did we keep company.
Oh, your words are madness. 3 months this use has tended upon me. Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. As for you, fellow, take him aside.
Cesario, you do not keep your promise to me.
Madam?
Gracious Olivia.
What do you say, Cesario?
My lord wishes to speak. My duty hushes me.
If it is the same old tune, my lord, it is as discordant to my ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant.
A savage jealousy rages in my heart. You are a marble-breasted tyrant to treat me so.
A dog can't be lame. Love's not a theater part. All the tea in China will not make you my beau.
Come, boy, with me.
I'll sacrifice the lamb who I do love to spite a raven's heart within a dove. Well, a true love did not last too long. What happened to his heartfelt torch song? He thinks Olivia loves Viola, who's not the man, but her real love goes to her twin, Sebastian. And once again, Will Shakespeare does prove the course of true love never did run smooth.
And I, most joyful and willingly, to give you peace of mind, 1,000 deaths would die.
Where are you going, Cesario?
After him, I love more than I love these eyes, more than myself known to all who are wise, more than I'm able to love a wife. For him, my lady, I will forfeit my life. If I do pretend you weakness above, do what you will with me for harming my love.
Why am I so deceived?
Who deceives you? Who does you wrong?
Have you yourself forgotten? Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Come away.
Cesario, husband, say.
Husband?
Husband. Can he deny that?
Her husband? Traitor!
No, my lord, not I.
Alas, it is the power of your fear which makes you act now like a coward. Fear not, Cesario. Accept your destiny. Act like the man you are, and then you'll be as great as him you fear. Welcome, Father.
Father, I ask you, by your reference forsooth, to unfold what you know, tell all the truth between this self-same youth and me. Share our secret, I throw away the key. Reveal the secret, Father, put this in their pipe. Reveal the secret, Father, the time now is ripe.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by mutual joining of your hands, attested by the holy close of lips, strengthened by the interchangement of your rings, and all the ceremony of this agreement, sealed in my function by my testimony. All this transpired, may God witness as truth, just 2 hours ago. Oh, come on, Father, while we're young, my clothes are getting old.
Oh, you hypocritical cub.
How much more evil will there be to your credit when time has brought you gray hairs? I bet it works for a time, but cautious what you do, or your trickery will one day overthrow you. Farewell. farewell and take her, but direct your feet where you and I henceforth will never meet.
That is harsh, harsh, harsh.
My lord, I do protest.
For the love of God, a surgeon. Send one immediately to Sir Toby.
What's the matter?
He has stabbed me and has given Sir Toby a broken head as well. For the love of God, your help. I would give away a fortune to be home.
Who has done this, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he is the very devil himself.
My gentleman Cesario?
Oh my God, here he is. You stabbed me for nothing. And that I did, I was set up to do by Sir Toby.
Well, why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I spoke to you fairly and hurt you not.
If a stab wound is a hurt, you have hurt me. I see a stab wound does not concern you. Oh, here comes Sir Toby, limping. You shall hear more. If he had not been drinking, you would not have escaped so easily.
Come forward, gentlemen. What seems to be the problem?
He has hurt me all over.
I'll help you, Sir Toby, and we'll be doctored together.
Oh, what a hardy trio. An ass, a broken head, and a thin-faced knave.
Get him to bed and let his hurt be looked to.
I'm sorry, madam. I have hurt your kinsman. But had he been the brother of my blood, I would have done no less to keep my safety. You throw a strange look upon me, and by that I do perceive it has offended you.
One face, one voice, one habit, and two persons. A contradiction, for what is not.
I always believed the Duke was sharp as boiled and broiled and seasoned carp, but 'tis bad form to blame him alone. The disguise fooled all as we have shown.
Antonio. Oh, my dear Antonio, how the hours have racked and tortured me since I lost you.
You are Sebastian?
Why do you fear me, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself? An apple, divided in two, is not more twin than these two creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother, nor am I a god who can be in two places at once. I had a sister whom the blind waves and swelling sea have devoured. What kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage? Of Messina. Sebastian was my father. Sebastian was my brother as well. He went fully dressed to his watery tomb. If spirits can assume both form and voice, you come to frighten us. A spirit I am indeed, but I am enclosed in bodily form and have existed so from the womb. Were you a woman, as everything else seems to follow, I would let my tears fall upon your cheek and say 3 times over, welcome, drowned Viola. My father had a mole upon his brow, and so had mine, and died that day when Viola from her birth had numbered 13 years. Oh, that record is active in my memory. He finished indeed his mortal act that day that made my sister 13 years. If nothing but my masculine attire hinders our renewed happiness, assure yourself, I am Viola. I'll bring you to a captain in this town who has hidden my maiden garments. With his gentle help, I was preserved to serve this noble duke. All the occurrence of my fortunes since have been between this lady and this lord. So it comes to this, my lady. You have been mistaken. You would have been contracted to a maid. You are not completely deceived, but you have been engaged to both sexes.
Engaged to both sexes, engaged to both sexes. And if she divorced, she'd have 2 exes.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive.
That wasn't Shakespeare, 'twas Sir Walter Scott. But if the footwear fits, I say, why not?
Do not be embarrassed. His blood is noble and his intentions honorable. And if all this be so, and the reflection does appear real, I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, you have said to me 1,000 times, you can never love a woman as much as you care for me.
And all those sayings will I swear again and again. And all those oaths keep as true in my soul as the heat of the sun which severs day from night.
Give me your hand, and let me see you dressed in woman's clothes.
Valentine, wait.
Sir Andrew, I am happy to see you, but I must follow my lord. I am sorry that your expectations are not what you had hoped they would be. Viola is not a man, but a woman who will marry the Duke. Her drowned twin brother Sebastian, now found alive, who fought with you, will marry Olivia and has therefore usurped your prospects.
My friend, but you're wrong in all aspects of truth. It is about us and not them. I believe you have leanings the same as I, but prefer, as I do, to submerge those thoughts to protect body and soul from torture and death.
Sir Andrew, please. You are bringing to the surface foul and unholy feelings I am not permitted to hold.
Not permitted? Not permitted? By whom? What foul, unholy personages hold a dagger to your feelings, Valentine? Fie on them! Are we not human? And as such, do we not bleed? Do we not laugh? Do we not love? I am about to leave for my home. It is spacious and safe, with views of paradise. Please come with me when this day is night.
Heaven on earth, my lord, I will. I would not wish any company in the world but you.
Well, 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 Sir Andrew turns out pretty brave. For all his foolish ways, it was true love he craved. 12th night is a 12th day after Christmas play, and Andrew's gift made happy Valentine's Day. Now return your attention as we near the last page. Our story continues as we all take the stage.
How is he, Poole?
Truly, madam, he is putting up a fight against the devil who does possess his wits. He has written a letter to you.
Open it and read it.
I doubt that it shall help his case when the fool utters the words of a madman. By the Lord, madam, I believe that...
What's this? Are you mad as well? Fabian, you read it.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. You have put in me darkness and let me skid row it. You put your drunken cousin in charge of your deceit, but I have your own letter that I swear did entreat me dressed in a way that was sure to please you. So I speak from injury, the madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
Aye, madam.
This does not taste of madness.
Present him to me, Fabian. Aye, my lord. There he stands. How are you, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notoriously wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No, I think not.
Lady, you have. I beg you, examine this letter in every detail. You can't deny it's your handwriting.
You gave me such clear light to favor, bade me come smiling and cross-guarded, and wear socks of bright yellow flavor as I stand before you all martyred. Tell me, my lady, why so cruel, and why would you make of me the fool?
Malvolio, 'tis not my writing on this pad, but I see how the plan was laid. The first to tell me you were mad was Maria, my faithful maid.
We hope you shall not get us skewered. I'll explain the thought behind our plan. I'll prank against your fawning steward. Tame a pig-headed, self-righteous man. Maria wrote the letter and signed it with your name. But no more crying uncle with Maria in the frame. Because Sir Toby's married her and she'll rule guaranteed. With her in charge, these drunken days will be remedied. And so, if the injuries justly weighed, on both sides the debt is paid. Yes, on both sides the debt is paid.
Alas, poor buffoon, how they have disgraced you.
Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrown upon them.
I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you.
Malvolio,
Yes, my lady.
you were most notoriously abused, but you do act with pomposity. Nonetheless, you are important to me. Do not ruin the most joyous day of my life.
I shall respect your wishes for now, but I cannot allow this incident to recede from my brain.
I am distressed and know not what to do.
I will entreat him to a peace. He only needs a bit of pampering.
Viola, you are truly not in your appearance a young boy, far in the opposite direction. Orsino, your countenance and your attitude appear changed.
My crazed passion for you would never calm. I dosed myself with wormwood, mint, and balm. But now I know, all gone is that pain. It was my manly lust that overcame my brain. You and I were friends, but it grew to so much more. We understand each other, it is you whom I adore. My dearest Cesario, you are released from service to me as your name is deceased. I was drawn to your soft and tender breeding. You gave me comfort when my heart was bleeding.
For me, my lord, it was love at first sight. Imagine yourself, my heartbreak and plight. To for you when you should have been mine. Now if you'll have me, I shall be thine.
Since you called me master for so long and now in woman's garments, you are saying you should be from this time your master's wife. You should be my mistress and my queen.
The wheel of fortune has finally turned from strife. Let's have a double wedding and a blessed life. And my dear Cesario, now Viola you shall be my dearest sister and my friend, we are family.
Love and lust, what is true and what to distrust. Our story portrayed all our players in strife, but love in all forms is the meaning of life. The folly of love, deception and ambition are themes of 12th night, and with your permission I have told you about them in my foolish way. And I thank you my friends for watching now play the feast of 12th night, where the play gets its name, and is where all the norms are trashed and all is fair game. Take Viola, playing a boy she did find at liberty. He was free to speak her mind. Represented love, adoration, and desire. Two strong antagonists lit a burning fire. Olivia was smitten, driven by passion, by Cesario, who's Viola, gender smashing. And Duke Orsino, who loves Olivia's face, was touched by a boy he desired to embrace. Olivia, besotted by Viola's face, fell for Sebastian and his twin was replaced. And what of ambition, Malvolio's story? He thought he could marry up, gather the glory, and walk around proud as a peacock with the upper class. but he only succeeded in playing the ass. Or Maria, a servant beneath Sir Toby, married him, so now on top of Sir Toby. Or silly Sir Andrew, who's such a poser, most of the play he portrayed a brown noser. Finally, let us consider the theme of chance, without which spectators there'd be no romance. It's only by chance that each twin did survive, and only by chance did Viola arrive and is hired by the Duke without even trying. Olivia falls for her, there's no denying, and by the luck of chance, Sir Andrew fell for Valentine, and all's well that ends well. Love and lust, what is true and what to distrust. Our story portrayed all our players in strife, but love in all forms is the meaning of life. A great while ago, the world began with hay and hoe, the wind and rain, love and lust, the moon and sun, always in play, and our play is done.
Curtain. End of play.